Is this your homework, Larry?
Hey, Trados. Okay, you get the first word, I guess, right?
Can we please get some hype in the chat? USA.
Hype in the chat!
Wow, it's like a few. Thanks to the 12 dudes, and good to see you along with everyone else. Where it's the post St. Patrick's Day stream. Just starting out with Bitcoin like we always do. Stocks got hit pretty hard today. Across the board, 10-year yield is rising. I think it's pre-COVID crash highs now, which is kind of, that's not a good thing. It's normally a bad thing, but in Bitcoin looked good, and then when the stock market started rolling over, it looks like a lot of these cryptos also followed the equities market. So, but it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, you did confirm a 4-hour bearish engulfing candle below the previous all-time high from February 21st, 22nd, right? And now you're trying to back test it as resistance, right? You engulfed, broke it, you're rallying. It's really important to get back above that. Obviously, idealistically, we would like to see Bitcoin break it like it was a joke. It's not, though. Not yet, but we kind of just got there. I don't even think we've officially tested it yet. You were just like a few dollars off, and really a little concerning here is the fact that you're making a lower high than your previous high, and you're showing higher levels of positive momentum. That is Class A, hidden bearish divergence. Hidden bearish divergence. On the 4 hour. So impending price action continuation, the downside implied, and then you go to the daily. And the daily is implying downside. So yeah, arguments. Though you're in a very bullish trend, all right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not attempting to call a top or say a top center or anything like that, but I'm just telling you what the charts are saying.
Please look at Chainlink USD.
I don't know if you're gonna like that, but sure, we'll look at it. Absolutely. So it's like everything's happened. I mean, like there's just no more room to go before you go into negative momentum on the daily. I mean, just like probably tomorrow or the next day it'll happen if price keeps just kind of churning, chopping up and down. So now you just got to think the trend's really bullish, but you're showing bearish indication, right? The chart is on the 4 hour and daily now implying a reversal of the downside. But yeah, it's like how is it going to happen? It's got to be soon, I guess. But you're in such a nice parabolic trend there's no jeopardy of that being broken around these levels. And here's the good thing, right? Here's a really good thing that on the daily where traders set it up at their highest level was 57,400. You've broken back above it yesterday, and now you're back testing it as support. So that's important, staying above that. I mean, that's like you're trying to break back above an old resistance, and it would be actually, technically, the first time in history, human history, where Bitcoin backtests the old high from February 21st as support. All right, being dramatic here, but fourth date. Are you my date, Benjamin? I don't know, man. If you tipping me as a date, I want a refund. All right, thanks, dude. Just kidding, but still kind of lost on that. But yeah, right. So when you have arguments that are bearish in a bull trend, it doesn't mean that it tops in, because the bearish argument, is always going to be weaker in bullish trends, right? Your bearish indicators don't perform as well, and they sometimes, a lot of times, can be completely invalidated. That hasn't happened yet. You haven't just pumped to higher highs. And there's always the chance what can happen eventually is it goes sideways for a while, creates negative Momo for a week or something, and then you go to all-time highs and you end up making like triple MACD bearish divergence or something, right? That's always a possibility. So gotta be real careful talking about going short or anything, because you're counter trend trading. You always want to be in a bull trend. You always want to be looking for opportunities to be taking long positions versus trying to find tops. But this is like the first time in the entire bull cycle, in my opinion, where you're showing very real bearish indication on a significant time scale. Like this whole run up, there's been absolutely nothing really that's implied impending price action versus the downside until now. And we're talking now with like 5 Ws because of how well developed it is, where it's about to switch to the negative side. So on the histogram. So we'll see what happens. And that's what I'm saying. Anything that looks bearish in a bull market, really bull market, could be taken with a grain of salt. But instead of going short, one could be like, oh, then I would be taking a little profit. But the thing is, on the Bitcoin trade, one should have already taken profit if they got in at the right level, right? So there should be no issue. Can y'all hear me? Is the music too loud? Are we good here on audio? Dealer, someone let me know. We're okay? Alright, thanks. So, it's not over till, I mean, really, even if it breaks this previous low here, remember the argument, the bullish 5-0, and it would still be an A, B, C, D if it went down there. That's like, that'd be like the bearish TA would be playing out, and then we get an opportunity to go long again, or to reaccumulate on our long position, our long-term hold position. So I just have fun going long on things when everything's saying bearish stuff right now, and that's Bitcoin, right? And then you go to Ethereum, and it's like, oh my God. I mean, I get it. I understand that it's not broken the neckline of 1750 yet, really. But you could understand why I might post a trade setup for the sake of education, not, hey, everyone should be going short on Ethereum right now, because the trend is really, really bullish. Really bullish, man. But at the same time, if I flip this chart over, and we've just been getting routed for a long time, for like a year, just getting routed, and then this is presented, this shows up on the chart, it is undeniable. You cannot argue with this. It is perfect. It is amazing. It's like such an opportunity for a reversal, and so implying that, though it may never happen, and I hope it doesn't, for everyone's sake, because who wants Bitcoin to go to zero, crypto to go to zero, go to, dump, man. I mean, maybe people that want to reaccumulate at lower levels, which is understandable, but you just can't deny what's presented itself on this chart, and it's very real bearish cipher in a head and shoulders pattern at the pattern completion zone of the bearish cipher. And to boot, right now, until things change, and it could, 1837, 1872 zone of resistance manufactured back in early mid-February was just regarded as resistance after an upthrust, right? You upthrusted and then you back tested the old support resistance zone as resistance again. So that's literally the inverse of a spring and a back test of a spring. It's just your bearish alternative, your bearish version of it, okay? Springs are bullish, right? And then you have upthrusts. Just a back test of the upthrust or whatever. That's bearish, but again, I mean, I understand, right? You can scream at me, call me names, whatever, for even thinking this, but I'm right. What we want to see here, okay? If we're bullish, if we want this trend to continue and all is well, smoke some hopium, right? You just smoked a pound of hopium. Ethereum catches bids above 1750 at some point and breaks back above that zone of resistance, and then you violate the pattern completion zone, the 78%, right? And that'd be like just breaking above it and running to all-time highs. It's like you see 2000 again, you're probably going to break 2000, see 2500, okay? So eventually, that's what I'm saying. So I'm just reading, Scott Carney's stuff, even today some. When these patterns present themselves, they are really good markers of where this asset could be going, one way or another, right? Think about this all as one singular consolidation pattern. And if it gets invalidated, it could go nuts. But if it doesn't and actually plays out, then you're looking at these lower prices, where it could eventually find its way down to 1420 again, which 1420 was never back tested as support in history. No, not since the spring, March 1st. Never tested it. You got close, man. Just never did it. So hopefully you get what I'm saying, right? I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm not trying to tell everyone to go short now. I'm not trying to tell people, whatever. I'm just trying to tell you that we're in a very bullish trend, but there are a tremendous amount of bearish variables presenting themselves on Ethereum and Bitcoin on multiple time scales, the daily and the 4 hour. And the Ethereum on the daily has very clear and concise hidden bearish divergence. Hidden bearish, look, the peak, where was all-time highs? This discernible peak. February 20th. There was this much positive momentum on that peak right here. This much, man. Okay? And now on a really nice attempted rally, you have very, very textbook hidden bearish divergence, class A, where you make a high, a lower high with much higher levels of positive momentum, and it is almost neutral to positive. It's completely, fully developed. And it has not happened really where, in this trend, you have not been able to recapture highs. So this is definitely significant, and I don't know, man, like whatever. This is why you watch the stream. Okay, it's not a Moonboy channel. It's not a doom and gloom channel. It's just using the chart to present an argument to you, all right, and to where you may or may not get value out of that. I'm just drinking some Irwin coffee, open up a new bag. So back on the Indian Monsoon Malabar, really good. It's very smooth coffee. Gets you jacked. Also, this is the first stream that this thing's been live. Don't worry about the beep. It's bugged. It was a bug. Don't worry about it. So the NFT is out. Probably no one's gonna ever buy it. That's understandable. It's kind of a meme, but no, if you do, you do. Whatever. So people bought the Mitch Ray one. So this is it. This is the final version of the new NFT that's pinned in the chat above. Whatever, money printer printing and Bitcoin's absorbing all of it, while Elon is, touching Doge, the creation. Okay, so that's it, man. NFTs are better than all this other crap. I mean, I think someone has Charmin, right? The company Charmin, they have sold an NFT that is just a picture of a piece of toilet paper for 1 Ethereum. So give me a freaking break on anyone trying to say, oh, you can't price it at this. Sorry, dude. People buy toilet paper NFTs for 1 Ethereum, so this is 10 trillion times better than a piece of toilet paper, alright? The only thing toilet paper in this is the fiat money being printed, being put into the black hole, alright? This is cool, right? What's up, Rogue Commandment? It's weird why I didn't play. Astronaut Me? I don't know, man. So, again, what we want to see is this pattern get extremely violated. How does it get violated at this point? Just break back above 1872 and then start breaking that, the previous high from March 13th. You do that, I think it's going to 2,500 eventually. Like, it's going to go nuts. But if it doesn't, then the TA is respected and the bullish trend, the bearish stuff plays out, then yeah, you go down to make common retrace. You can go to 618 and no lower, right? It could go down to a 50% retrace and just outperform.
Eat crypto models.
Is that a joint?
Lord Voldemort, thanks so much for the 420. He who shall not be named himself. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate it. So, we can move on. I mean, it's a Litecoin that unfortunately is very similar in its nature to Ethereum. If I can find it. Oh, okay. Down 2.3% today. It was perfect. Now, you only got a reaction. You never got your reversal, right? You always, at these pattern completion zones, wanted to show confirmation. This never did. It was perfect, though, right? We had this plotted ever since C was created. We've had this idea up, right, on stream and charts and stuff, and it went up there, touched it perfectly, ice line from history, and reversed. And then went where to go? To the next ice line below it. Perfect. TA being respected so well on Litecoin. But now, what's it doing? Like, hidden bullish divergence. Okay, and pending price action continuation to the upside, and it's not doing anything. It is just showing bearish consolidate. That's it, dude? Really? I mean, it's John Travolta and... Okay, that's what's going on Litecoin. So nothing happening to it. And, I mean, you just think about a bear pull, bear flag could take you down to 172 again. The next ice line, support resistance. So, probably hidden bearish shivers on the daily too. Haven't been here in a minute. Just bearish convergence. Yeah, just simple bearish convergence. Look what's happening today. You can barely see it, but it's yet that first level of negative momentum again, right? Last one was March 8th. Here we go, the 18th, 10 days later. So it's just beginning. So we'll see what happens if Bitcoin's bearish divergence on the daily plays out and we get some sort of sell-off, down to 52, 53K. Then why would Litecoin not go to 172 to 179? It probably would, man.
Hey man, 313 was my beta. I'm still kind of tired since then. Give BTC a break on the trading. Just waiting for the next patterns to start to play out.
B. Washington, so dude.
Is that a joint?
Yeah, these are definitely times where it's okay. I mean, to pull back a little bit from your trading account and relax a little bit because, dude, I mean, I'm just telling you, man. Like I know the trend's bullish. That's why we have hold accounts. That's why we have accounts where no matter what the indicators say, we're holding it long term. It's going to 0 or billion. We just hold it, right? But then you have those other accounts that are. You have positions where you're in them for swing trades and then you get out of them at profit-taking levels, right? So you're just at a point where it's really sketchy to be taking longs, when this is developed. Yeah, dude, I don't need glasses. I just literally got these for a fashion statement, okay? If anyone asks, chat, our secret fashion statement. I'm a hipster or something. Thank you. Perfect. So that's it, man. I mean, that's kind of like what you would say, the moral of the story
Thanks
today.
For the advice on trading in the zone, Pimp Juice. Can you please take a gander at Elrond, EGLD?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that, JS. Thanks for the $20 super chat, Elrond, the ancient elf from Rivendell or whatever. Decentralized version of it. But yeah, we'll do it, okay? We'll do it. But, I mean, like, you know, despite all this being said, today was a good day for some assets out there. I mean, you know, some S coins, like WRX up over, 10%. OMG, a trade setup up 9%, really doing some stuff, some nice things. Breaking a consolidation structure. This is what you want to see on Litecoin and others. Let me show you real quick. Yeah, this is the stuff we want to see, right? Where we have a channel and then, all right. Well, this is OMG was so good. Anything above 448 was bullish, right? That was the reason why, because we knew how strategic how powerful that support resistance was. It was like one of the most important support resistances on the entire chart, and that was why the entry of the long was posted, right? For patrons here, this right shoulder, because of the context of where that right shoulder is happening. Now, on a lot of other coins, the same thing happened, but it wasn't back testing crazy critical supports. So this one was kind of special in its own way. The context was special here. So that's when, you look at it, when you got a homogeneous market, those are things that you look for to separate everything else that looks similar to the one that looks similar but the context, right? So OMG was selected, was chosen, and now look at it, it's up almost 10%, headed towards what, 641. So I think that's the target. I think that's where it's going. It's, I think, where the traders settled up, I think, on the weekly at the highest level ever or something. Just give me a sec. I'm sure I'll ever find it at this point. Good God, dude. Maybe I'll never find it. Oh. Okay, so yeah, you're approaching that first target, right? I mean, it's almost there. But look, just again, for the sake of education, what we just talked about, here's that idea. March 5th, right? The context made so much sense. The right shoulder, whatever, hidden bullish divergence on that right shoulder, on the back test of that, almost the most important support that exists on this chart ever. All right. So we just use patience, whatever, and it's like, all right, we're almost there, man. It's taken a while, but hey, so was everything else. That's what it's like. Hey, man, there was also a Bitcoin trade and a BAT trade and a PNT trade posted too. So if this was too slow for you, there were others that one could have taken advantage of. Now, some others got stopped out. Just because you're looking at it, man, some of these assets just aren't catching bids. There's a lot of discrimination going on in these altcoins. So. Lately, anyway. Well, think about ZRX was another trade. Another trade setup's up 7%. Look at this, man. How long did it take for ZRX? I mean, we identified this initially March 2nd, and it just, again, maybe a confirmation low March 5th. And then, again, nope. And then you had like another local double bottom right here off that. And it never really, traders never settled up below it. Maybe stop outs, got triggered right there on the 15th, but it really never got too crazy, and look at it now. It busted to the upside after holding that zone so well for so long, where you just didn't know. It's like, oh man, maybe this is gonna fall apart, and it could have. Like think about X, A, B, C, D down there. It could have been an amazing harmonic, but it never made it. So anyway, you're above 153. It's also critical support resistance, and I think the longer you hold that, the higher the chance becomes that you eventually see 188. But, the continuation of these S coins ascent is, I think, very much tied to Bitcoin, where we're just hoping Bitcoin goes sideways when it gets negative momentum on the daily, like it looks like it's going to soon. Dude, I think Bitcoin's still very bullish above 55K, 52K. Like, so there's just so much downside that would have to happen before I'm starting to think, oh man, Bitcoin's so bearish. But again, the variables are there and they're implying downside, but the trend's really bullish, so we have to take it with a grain of salt. What's up, John Z, man? Sometimes they don't matter. Like, on a lot of charts, I'll try to, the yellow lines or the orange ones, whichever one they are on that chart, I would try to make like the local supports, right, orange, and then the longer term critical ice lines yellow, or vice versa. So, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Yeah, sorry, man. I know, like, could be confusing, but that is, like, if you look left, like yellow, I mean, I think that orange was local where it was falling and it was just locally being created, and then above it was the yellow, right? And then yellow ice line right here from created in January 2018. You're above that. And, I mean, really, the great news about ZRX here, look at this, man. This is like why ZRX above 153 could eventually see 188 really fast, right? I mean, your price action correlation, you can certainly see it straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Even on the scam wicks, up, down, up, down. That's all you. I mean, yeah, the time where you didn't really do that was in May of 2018, the bear market on the, you know, the attempted rally here, but eventually straight up, straight down. So that's why I think the probability is high that ZRX would eventually see 188 if it holds above 153 long enough, right? If you fall below 153, then you got a good chance of very well seeing 133 again, based on the history of the price action between the two support resistances, right? Cool. Triple Alex, yeah, man. Luna was nuts, dude. Luna, I mean, you just don't know, man, at the time on these newer S coins, like what they're gonna do. You just have no idea that, oh wow, I mean, they're going to quintuple the targets, the reasonable traditional targets. That's good. Okay, so well, let's look at the I want to look at the NASDAQ real quick so you can see this. You're not out of the woods yet. You're just not. Look, man, what happened today? The NASDAQ was, past couple of days, has been unable to recapture higher highs than the previous local high from March 1st and February 24th. Right, you ran up and traders settled up on the 4-hour lower than those highs. And when it did that, it showed very nice hidden bearish divergence. So you were, despite anything, you were making lower highs, and now the bearish divergence is playing out, and it's going to be really interesting to see what happens if we test this neckline right here at pretty much $13,000. Okay, down 3% today, volatility up double-digit percentage points. So you just got to wonder, is what's happening? Are we going to create an inverse head and shoulders after the head and shoulders, or if this is going to turn into another, you know, big drawdown where you eventually backtest old all-time highs kind of for the first time at 12,000. Just gotta wonder, man. That 10-year yield rising is not good. That's normally the type of stuff when it rises like that. I mean, it was doing that during the leading up to the global financial crisis, 2007 and 8. S&P, similar stuff. Tech hit so hard today, right? Big bearish and golden candle on the 4-hour. I would think you've got some ascending broadening wedge where it failed to see 4,000, and there was no real bearish divergence. It was only bullish convergence, so that's good. You know, I guess you could have tried to claim in the end there was 4-hour bearish divergence, but I don't know, man. You normally want to see that stuff in overbought territory, or bullish divergence in oversold territory. So you'd think that it'd be headed probably to backtest 38.62. I mean, just a local high right there, 38.62. Backtest that hold ass support before going higher. I mean, that could definitely happen. So down 1.48%, so not hit near as bad as the NASDAQ. And then Dow Jones, man, it's like Same stuff down, only 0.46%, right? So value names getting hit, not near as bad as tech, or as just the NASDAQ and the S&P. So bearish and golden candle on the 4 hour, but bullish convergence. Not really a big deal. I mean, this one's not as scary as the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's really like, oh man, because what's the Dow Jones most recent event on the chart? Oh, all-time highs, highest high ever. What's the NASDAQ's most recent event? Oh, it's like consecutively making lower highs and kind of lower lows.
Can you look at NOK, please?
So it's
Also,
different
what are
for
those
sure,
football
charts.
jerseys behind
So
you?
Benjamin.
Also love you. Heart.
Loves Mutual Benjamin. Thank you for the 20. Yeah, we'll look at NOG. For sure. Okay, so I just want to get to the index funds. Let's look at gold real quick and silver. We're just kind of going across the markets till we, and then we'll go to the requests. Well, I mean, it's still below the zone, right? It tested that zone as resistance and has pulled back until it breaks back above that. It's just hard to be bullish, which it could. It could very well break it. But I'm just telling you, for the first time yesterday, or a couple times, it's that zone, what was once support, resistance, 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 is now
Down to
resistance
Living
again.
Scavenger. It can survive at all seasons in its hot desert and high Arctic tundra. The Raven heads north tonight.
Thank you,
Kellogg's
Brian.
broke the downsloping demand line time to moon.
I'm ready, man. I'm very, very ready for that one. Yeah, Kellogg's survived, held quite well today. I mean, hey, Lockheed Martin, man. Really? LMT up another 2% from the breakout yesterday. It's killing it. What a beautiful structural breakout and immediate follow through price action. You gotta love that stuff. So you understand why it's hard to be bullish on gold until you get back above that zone. It's really like, this is me being nice here on gold above 1760, because there are minor highs, a couple of them, but the real major zone that you need to be above is like $1,800, man. And you're far away from that for now, until that changes. So you just got to be bearish until we stop making lower highs, lower lows, and we get above critical ice lines from history, and that's it. Okay. Gold. Silver, though, I believe had different fortunes. Kind of about the same. I'm gonna say 1 valley, 2 valley, 3 valleys. What? I love the histogram right here. It's about to go positive. I think you get above that $26 area, you could be in good shape. All right. Okay, let's get to these requests. Was it link? Chain link? Yep, link. Bet. Look, man, if Bitcoin goes up, it's probably gonna be fine. But I'm just telling you, man. I mean, the oscillator is kind of good too. Like where those pathetic attempt by the bears is about to go positive again. Way better histogram look than Bitcoin on the daily. But you got just invalidate this. It'll be very easy to invalidate this. All Link has to do is break above these previous peaks, either triple top, head and shoulders stuff. Someone could even argue like a sending triangle of some sort. I could see that, I guess, but it's just like one peak, the highest peak, and then a lower peak that is very, very comparable in size to the left peak. So head and shoulders esque, but again, if you just keep making higher lows, you stay above 26.97, all will be well. It'll be fine, but you're just stalling here, and I don't really like where it's stalling. Right, Link is stalling and showing this after making a lower high. Right, that's the problem. If this was just showing up randomly, but this is normally bad when you have your sell-off and then you tempt rallies, and then it's like, man, bulls have been trying so hard to recapture those highs, but they've been failing 3 different times for now, and it's not over. Like again, like Link could just start popping and then go to the highest high and run. $34 was where I thought it would go to anyway. It's kind of weird that it's stalling in the middle of this major zone here. There's not much data. I thought $35 would be good, but it hasn't happened yet. You haven't run to that area yet, so you just flip the chart over, man, right? I mean, dang, dude, you just that is, you know, I know you're in a major downtrend if we flip the chart over, but a huge impulse up, and then you sell off, and then you create this structure. It's like, dang, man. Hard to just about being like, oh, I can't wait to go long now, dude. In crypto, you just had a year to go long in crypto with like no questions asked, right?
Bardwire super chatted $59.52. Mitch, thank you, and your thanks to the Patreon team. Can we take a look at Fuel, please?
Bart, thank you so much, man, for the $59.52. Great number. Thank you, man. Yeah, we can look at that on the list. T-Fuel looks amazing. Theta looks unreal. They are different. They are different looking beasts than mostly everything else, most things. Those newer S coins are kind of in their own little thing. Ocean kind of looks good. You know, ORT, I think, today boomed. There are others, too. And they're out there, man. They're definite anomalies, or they're just ones that are not coupled up with Bitcoin right now. Theta is one of the best performing assets that exists in crypto. For sure, and it's been that way for a while. All right, GRT, 5 weeks of nothing burgers, actually looking like it might be setting up for higher prices. The engine's awesome too. So that's your link, man. Kind of like, sure, I think it could very well rally and see $35 if the trend remains bullish the way it's been going. But dang, man, like, why are you triple topping up here after a dump, right? This is the high. These are the highs. And now it's like the structure's developing after the main major high was in. And these are much lower highs than these highs. Ugh. Tough being like, oh, I'm so bullish, man. It's tough. Okay, next one was... Oh, dude, Lord Voldemort put a death spell on me, dude. That's messed up, Voldemort. Just noticed that. Wearing without lenses, hipster. I don't know, man. Maybe. I'm thinking about it, okay? It's been like absolutely I wake up and that's the first thing on my mind. Should I wear lensless glasses? Okay. Where are we? God. Okay, I think it's this one. Yeah. Yep, that's it. Yeah, it's kind of like on this one too, man. You had the huge run, my God. It's holding. I mean, there's this support from February 15th. That was when it was created. About a month ago. And it's holding it for now. It's just not catching many bids below the 200 moving average. It just seems like this is one of those that eventually could just end up doing this, and it would be a great opportunity potentially, right? Where, man, let's get another sell-off and go down to a deeper retrace, 786 or an 886. Man, we get a Cypher Shark action. That would be amazing, because that's like where you want to see them, right? You want to see these harmonics after big moves up, the sell-offs, and then the consolidation, and you get an opportunity around 106, or, you know, things get bad, maybe down at like $100 psychological support resistance. So I just don't know. I mean, I get it as holding that, and it could keep holding. So anything above 126.90 is fine, I guess. But it's not something I'm looking at being like, oh yeah, I can't wait to go long on Elrond. It's not like we just... What asset did we look at yesterday? Morsens. Holy crap. Lockheed Martin, it doesn't look like that. It almost just feels like a coin flip to me right now on EGLD.
Hi Mitch, enjoying my coffee cup. Can you look at this S coin for me? $fet, thanks.
San Jose, Kellyton, thanks for the 20. Yeah, we'll do it, man. We'll do it. Thank you. I thought we looked at this yesterday. Might be crazy. Maybe not. We did. Maybe look at it yesterday. Maybe not. I don't know. Dad is saying I didn't.
Peace.
So Dow Jones, I don't even have to look to know it's you. I'm still staring at the chart. It was him. Boom. Roasted. Thank you, man. So no edge on the daily, nothing implying upside here. You get back above 2150 or so, then we're talking. I love the deep retrace. I love how deep it is, like an 88% retrace, right? That's an 88% retrace. So value. You hadn't seen positive momentum since February 17th. You still got a ton of negative momo, and there's nothing implying upside on the RSI. Down, you're at your lowest levels since November of 2020. So we're sitting at freaking really oversold, 27, pretty oversold. So you think about it, like what structure could it be? Is this a alternate bat? We just think about it. Look, I'm just messing around here. An alternate bat means there might be more downside. There could be anyway. Yeah, that's near 382. The lower high, yep. And then, yeah, 886 is the beginning of the potential alternate bat pattern, but alternate bats can go as low as 113, 113% retraces. So, right, this thing could go down to $13. And you just think about it, rally, makes a lower high, gets a nice common retrace, runs up to like whatever that old high from 2689, hits it and sells off, and this happens over the course of weeks, and then eventually finds its way down all-time lows. But it also, I mean, for these alternate bats, it's between the 886 and 113, so anything in between can happen. You can't go any lower than 3618 though, I believe. It's between a 224% retrace from B to C, right? 224 to 3618. So it could go as low as like $14. Yep. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting. It's a very interesting spot, but man, there's not, you really want at this level, at this ice line, you want to see like clear, concise, amazing, classic bullish divergence, the daily and 4 hour at the same time. That's what you want to see. You just don't have that. The 4 hour looks pretty good on the MACD.
Symmetrical triangle. Might be interesting.
Yeah, GRT looks really interesting because it's almost at a PCZ of a bullish cipher pattern. Right, I mean that's there. So the 4 hours implying upside. So what could happen is it pivots and rallies here, gets above 2150 and runs to fill the gap. Runs and fills this gap right here.
Can you check out Translate Bio stock when you have time?
What's up, T-Bone
Thanks
Lucchese?
in advance.
Yeah, thanks, dude. We're talking about 25.65. Fill that gap and then solve again because there's no reason to believe a major reversal is coming. Just maybe a reaction at the 88% retrace at the ice line. Yeah, so this could be implying upside next, but you got to get back above the zone, man. The zone of support resistance right here on your screen. I'll plot it for you so you can see it. That's very major. You're below it. Sumo logic. Okay, short-term upside, but maybe then eventually come down to test 1681 again. But value, there's certainly value here based on Fibonacci, right? What is value? 78% sales, 88% sales on assets. That's it. That's it. Your SUMO. No energy. I got destroyed today, man. Yep. Obliterated. All across the board. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one, man. Oof. Give me a sec. Old data on this one. Let's do an education. No idea. So weird. All right, so This is not good, not really what you want to see here on NOG. That support resistance 1279, 1380, right? I mean, it's a big deal. Getting above that could go to much higher levels. We haven't yet. I mean, it's so nice. It's been like, I mean, since November 11th, man. What's this asset done? It's just gone straight up, dude. I mean, it went up to, in 121 days, it appreciated 350% value. So, I mean, God forbid, pulls back at a critical congestion area, right? Wow, I'm so surprised. Yeah, sell off, and eventually maybe it'll show some sort of edge on the market. I mean, but yeah, like you can't be. If you get back above 1380, that's when you start feeling a lot more bullish about this asset. But until then, man, it's kind of tough to be. Right? Because, like, I mean, the history. What is the history on this asset between 660 and 1279, 1380? Straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. So, I mean, like, if it holds below that long enough, it could very well at least go down to 1093 to test that high from September 2017. So you got to get back above that, man. Otherwise, you might be in jeopardy of seeing a nice 50%, 61+% retrace to the downside. Okay, that's your NOG, Northern Oil and Gas. It was looking good, but it's an up thrust for now. Confirmed up thrust, down 10.35% today. That's XLE did similar stuff, but almost everything in energy got wrecked. James, I laughed in my heart, okay? It was funny. I was just trying to be funny back, okay? With dry humor. But I guess I failed too. Alright, next one was T-Fuel. Yeah, love to look at T-Fuel. It's beautiful.
Can you look at LBC/BTC? It looks like accumulation, ascending triangle on the daily, and on the weekly the volume has picked up bigly. It looks like explosion imminent.
Philip, we'll look at it. I don't even know if I've heard of that. Thank you though. So with this one, man, it down sloping consolidation. You're breaking out, and really love this histogram. Look how you're going green, going positive. First time since the 13th, which is not that long ago, but still it's 4 hour. So it's like you're in no man's land. There's nothing to do looking left. I guess you say you've created a base of support right here at 31.2 cents. Everything above that, you would say it's fine. You have a stop loss below that. One could, I guess, and let it ride. I think minimum target would be up here, 43 to 46 cents. Right, so it's almost like, we've created some sort of zone, or we're working on creating a range, 31 cents to 46 cents. Okay, so if it holds this range long enough, then think eventually you would see that 43 to 46 cents. Okay, what's up, Submit Man? Thanks for supporting the stream. The canvas print, much appreciated. Enjoy. Oh, also, yeah, I forgot to mention it. Cardano is officially, everyone's able to participate in owning or buying or selling or transferring Cardano on Coinbase Pro today, right? And so, yeah, there's a lot of wackiness that happened. But is it really wacky? Because if you watch this stream, and my analysis the past few days of Cardano was, probably a target of 145 if it breaks this resistance.
The Dutch just voted the World Economic Forum into power. Lamau, what a joke country. Great reset incoming. More crypto gains needed to buy a farm quick.
Wow, dude, I can't wait to not own anything and be happy about it. I think that's crazy, dude. I mean, that's psychotic. But yeah, I heard about there being elections going on over there. That's really unfortunate if that's who won. I don't even know how that happened. Okay. So that's it, man. That's your T-Fuel. I mean, the time to be asking about T-Fuel was down here when, remember that time there was a beautiful 3 Rising Valleys that, of course, it all targets and then quintupled them, sextupled them like crazy. Yeah, what are you gonna do, man? Welcome to crypto. You know, it can do stupid stuff on the downside, but hey, man, it was wonderful. So yeah, now you're in a new era, a new zone, a new place. It's crazy up here. What's up, Smitty, man?
Put the NZC on list, please. Thank you.
Do it, Smitty. Thank you for 50, man. What's up, Jeffrey? Where you been, dude?
Is Theta chart showing an imminent listing on Coinbase? LOL.
I don't know, man. Based on the price action, they're gonna eventually do it, right? Whoa, dude. We got a tip train going.
$25. Storms USD, thanks Mitch.
Thank you, Jimmy T. For the 25. Yeah, we'll look at Storm X. Thank you, man. Very cool.
I'm trying to learn
What's
a
up,
bit
AP?
here. Is this S coin painting a cup and handle? SXP/USDT.
We'll look at it, AP. Thank you for the 25 super chat. Thanks that blitzkrieg of contributions right there. Thank y'all. So that's all I can tell you. I mean, the oscillators look fine. They look good, and I think I don't think you want anything to do with T-Fuel if you're talking about a short-term swing trade below 31 cents. But if you're above it, the longer you're above it, I think 43, 46 cents is where it's probably headed. And even if it's not, that's definitely where one would have to. They couldn't settle for anything lower based on an equitable trade of 3-to-1 reward risk, right? Yeah. So it has to be that minimum. And then if it ever broke that, T-Fuel was just going to keep doing what it's doing because it's stupid. The first target's 50 cents, right? 50 cents. Wow, I can't believe it. Your gold mean ratio is like 55 cents. Okay? That's it, dude. So the next one. Just gotta wonder though on some of these, right, that are kind of decoupled. Are they gonna couple back up if Bitcoin starts, if this starts playing out, if the bearish divergence starts playing out? Will they get wrecked? It's a tough $1 million question, man, because most of the time they do. All right, next one. I love it. They fixed the duplicating tips. That you have no idea how bad that was bothering me. Holy crap. Just another insane one, dude, where it's like, my God, there was a time and place to look at this one, and it was like forever ago. Bueller? What's that? What's up, Mindset Trader? Thanks for all you do. You offer so much value to your community, and it's greatly appreciated. Cheers. Thank you, man, for the kind words. I really, really appreciate that. Man, those are the best contributions right there, dude. Just giving me affirmation and just a helpful update on, hey, man, you're doing the right thing. You're helping people. You're affecting me positively, right? Because, I mean, everyone gets tired. I mean, everyone, has down days, including the streamer that you watch. So when you say stuff like that, you have no idea sometimes, what you're doing to me to positively affect me in my life. So thank you. All right. FET, man, a crazy run, man. Amazing run, dude. Like, kind of like mini three rising. It's almost like BAT was showing the very similar thing, man. I don't think it was at a critical area. Man, it was, dude. I mean, this thing was showing that same 3 rising value. So it must have been like maybe the same market participants creating that pattern, I guess, on BAT and FET. It was the same date that they were showing the same pattern, and at both of them on different charts, very critical ice lines from history. So once that happened, once you got above it and held above it, where'd you go? You went straight up from there to the all-time high, the Scamwick high, and now you're above that.
For me every night. The Patreon and Discord community best around. Get a chance, PBR.
Michael, thanks for 25 super chat. Very kind words. Thank y'all. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's Patreon night tonight, so we're gonna have a good time, enjoy ourselves, and just cut loose. Just talk about charts and whatever we want, man. So hidden bullish divergence, I guess, and then it was like it was starting to play out, then it just dumped again, and it's like, oh, still okay, but you could be showing hidden bullish divergence until you fall below 40 cents. Something that's never happened in the history of this asset is a back test of this high, of that wick high from March 2019. So you could always come to back test that, but do I see something that sticks out right now as amazing? I don't know about that, man. Like, it looks like downsloping consolidation after an impulse up. Though it's okay. It almost looks like it's bull flagging, and leave it to something like this to just go insane again. It doesn't look bearish, but it's certainly not a value area, and there's kind of tough. I mean, right, here's the argument you could claim, oh, that's hidden bullish divergence. Yeah, it is. That's hidden bullish divergence too. Okay, sure, it kind of is, yeah. So if big one doesn't dump, I would think that Fed could very well continue on up. I mean, flip the chart over, it'd be the same thing. Man, you're just terrible, and you're showing a bear flag. It's awful. You're an inverse price discovery. It could get real bad. It could dump again. Just kidding. It would very well could go to the upside again. Down 7% today. Doesn't really look like it, does it? All right, FET. All right, next one. God, biotech, run for the hills. Yeah, dude, this one. Oh my God, dude. Oh God, this is why it's like we joke about it all the time now. But my God, dude. Look at it. What happened? They killed somebody? Probably. TBIO killed somebody today, chat. Hey, look, great. Congratulations. It broke above the high, it started rallying, and then just... Good job. This is my biotech, man. It happens all the time. More common than you think. So it's like down 30% today on something. Great price where it closed, though. 1776. Nice. That's the only good thing about it. So probably going down to 1598. I mean, that's probably where the next support is. I mean, that's like the 2018 high. That's a high from August 2020, October 2020. That's probably where it's headed next. That's historical price action order. Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. Well, right here was some chop, but
on eBay for $1,350.
Cornflake and Shape, Illinois sold on eBay for $1,350. That's crazy, dude. Thank you, KCW. But that wasn't part of anything, right? That was just something that sold, right? Was it? I mean, so do y'all think this will probably never sell, right? This NFT. I mean, it's crazy, man. The other one sold in less than 36 hours, 1 Ethereum each. This one won't catch any bids. No one wants to buy it, I guess, right? So I might just burn them and make it to 1. Make it 1 copy of it, let someone have it instead of 3. If this just happens, so. But yeah, it's, get it. So what if you look at this asset, I mean, there's nothing we can talk about besides go figure. This is, anytime I look at biotech now, I say something like that, right? And it happened. They might have killed somebody today. So they killed some people's accounts, but they might have literally killed someone or something, okay? Move along, sir. Nothing we can do when the event happened today. Oh, a BTC pair, huh? Spice it up a little bit. Okay. Never heard of this. It's not even on any exchange except Bitrix. Oh, it's Library. Is that the decentralized like YouTube thing that never took off? Oh, it looks great technically. Wow, man. What a freaking uptrend. This is beautiful, actually. A really nice uptrend on this asset, on this pairing. And once you broke that 14.5 cents, man. Look at that 200 moving average being held as support. Yeah, it looks actually great. Look at that. Oh my God, you're right, dude. This looks like it could be setting up for much higher prices. Yup. 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 Cup with insanely strong handle. Yes. You know what the target is? That scam wick. That's the target. Pretty much. Just eyeballing it here. Edit library to BTC on Bittrex. One could one could take their long position. Look, there's hidden bullish divergence. Dude, this is it, man. All right, library is the one today. Okay, yesterday like Morrison's. This is it. Talking about a swing trade or something that's ready to go. This is it. What was once resistance, all-time highs, is now support, and you're holding it. So it's like very easy to size that risk on this. Despite one taking the long or not, it's very like manageable and educational. Don't know if we'd even be wanting to mess with it below any other high, but if you just see it, you strategize it like this: 4.1 to 1 reward to risk, very easy, right? But below, because you're trading the breakout and the back test, and it's been consolidating and making higher lows, and now the maturation of the hidden bullish divergence is there. It's prime. It's time. 4 hours implying it's time to continue to the upside. We're about to go positive. About to go green. So yeah, this is library to the US dollar. So I don't know about BTC pair. He requested BTC pair, but I'm sorry, man. I'm looking at the US dollar pair. Just deal with it because it looks amazing. And then if I ever broke that, man, I would think 2618 would be the second target. We're talking like up here around 37 cents. Okay, that's library. That's a nice one, really nice one. If you want me to visualize it, I can. All right, we'll do it for fun. Okay, cup with. I don't need to handle it. You can see the handle. Okay, I'll take off the training wheels, the training handles. All right. That's it, dude. That's it. Yeah, you probably can't take advantage of it because you don't have a Bittrex account, but dang, man. This is one of those. It's a momentum trade. It's certainly a momentum trade, continuation trade. It is not a reversal trade at all. That's okay. Trend analysis, chart patterns, technical indicators all match the criteria of this asset. That's what you want to see. It's coinciding variables. Okay. Library. You're being warned. The probability is implied. It's higher that it would go up. The probability is higher that it would go up versus down next. Okay. I didn't know the ticker was LVC though. How does it happen though? How can you do it if Bitcoin dumps?
China,
You can. Who knows?
China,
It probably failed.
China.
Haha. Hello again, Mitch. Thoughts on this Bitcoin lower high? You already know what's going to happen. As I said before, Ripple is about to wreck the SEC. Bitcoin is going to zero and XRP will finally flip your S coin. Blood 1.0000 EOS.
Thanks for the 417. Thank you, dude. Bitcoin, a very minor lower high, only on, not even discernible on the daily. It made a higher high on the daily, discernibly. So that's really good. So that means at this point, a sell-off, it could go all the way down to freaking 46K, make a higher low, and the trend is still very much bullish as crap. So that's it, man. I mean, you know, it's looking not good, but it could play out and go sideways or down and just make common retrace. I mean, I really think like 52K, right, was the 50% retrace from this low to high that never quite got there, and would be the A, B, C, D stuff. That could be a prime opportunity for a long if it ever happened, and it would fulfill the destiny of the bearish divergence to get us there. And then, you know, you chop around for a while, find your footing, and then the bullish 4-hour bullish divergence appears. Oh my god, man. And it's like pathetic attempt by the bearish, and then you start going again. So this chart is a spectacular specimen on the daily, parabolic. Okay, so library, again, amazing. Oh my god, it's so pretty. We gotta go dumpster dive and find it. Great request, man. All right, great request. Even though you asked for like one, or not like one, you asked for library to BTC, but I looked at the US dollar pair because the US dollar's trash, right? And Bitcoin's kind of amazing, so it's like, right? I think you're okay with that, right? You're not mad, Philip C. Are we cool, dude? Let's move on. Next one was this. Is that a biotech? Sounds like it. It is a biotech. God damn Hey, it's a harmonic maybe. Yeah, it's harmonic. Before they kill somebody, yeah. Fail a trial or something, sure. Oh god, I hate that. You can't even tell where the swing highs are mystery when it's so illiquid like that from the past. So it's like, you got data, but do you really? I do like those wicks that low. It's a valid 24, pretty much 25 cents. Oh, I love that. Wow, man. Problem is though, it would make sense if you anchored here, but I mean, really, that the major lows down here, December 23rd. If you go to the daily, OTC, oh, have fun with this, man. Hidden bullish divergence, I guess, maybe. Is that a discernible swing low? That's when it starts getting tricky. I mean, I like that it's back testing this old resistance from 2012 and 2 different times, 2013 as well. But wait a second, is that a bearish Japanese? Those 3 candles, bearish Japanese candlestick. Hold on, I don't know, I can't remember that one. I mean, if you plotted like this, it could be perfect, but it's not. It's not like, I think it's just too. Now you can't even 70% retrace. Forget it, dude. Forget it. Losing the negative momentum. I don't know if they're strong enough of an edge to be like, oh, it's so good on the daily. But yeah, I like how you're losing the negative Momo, and if it holds 25 cents long enough, bulls might get an attempt again. I think it could go deeper as a retrace. But if it holds 25 cents long enough, it could very well run to 70 cents at some point. But yeah, I mean, like, if you think about it, like this being the major discernible swing low, can't argue with that. It's a 78% retrace. Wait a second. Wait. That is perfect Gartley. Oh my god. From that anchor point. Or almost perfect. Wow, dude, are you kidding me? Dude, that's it. You did it, man. Congratulations. It just looks kind of weird. You can even extend it right here. I mean, that's a Gartley. That's 100% Gartley right there. And the anchor point's really good too. You got 1 bottom, 2 bottoms. Yeah, this is actually really good, man. Wow. Good one on ENZC. Very easy to size up risk here, huh? Very easy. Unless, again, FDA, it gaps down 30%, you're screwed. That's one thing you got to deal with on these assets. But if you're just talking about, okay, I'm taking along on the second test, and the secondary test, right? Not the first one, tweezer bottom engulfing, pathetic, you know. But the second test, right? It's our second time, confirmation. Easy, duh. Target would take you to 70 cents. That's a major ice line. As a 4.69 to 1 reward to risk, you get stopped out. You're below the previous low. It's pretty much invalid, right? That 618 right there is pretty much why we know the 786 is the PCZ. And then second target would be A. I think you would go right at that top there. Biotech though, be careful. Bueller. Wow, dude. So that's a way to size it up. Very tight stop, but we understand why the stop is there, because that's real, dude. I mean, like, you not holding that support, I mean, you could very well come down to right here. Very little price action between almost negative. Almost literally negative, worthless, and this. So 30 cents is a big deal. 28 to 30 cents is a big deal, man. Make or break here. Yep, make or break. Let's see what happens on it. Where again, you could argue, someone out there could be like, yep, and look, from this previous low to this low, you could say hidden divergence. Locally, not at all, from that low to this low. It's bearish convergence, but okay. Publish it, whatever. What was it again? Tigger. ENZC. I mean, it's a harmonic. This trend is technically bullish, I guess, right now. I don't know about technical indicators. I mean, technical indicators is real because it's like you're back testing a critical ice line, which is making it a lot stronger of an argument. It's not just a random 786. The 786 is lined up kind of with a 1272 and the ice line. That's perfect. I mean, those are stronger arguments. Okay. Fucking caps lock, man. So Bart, thanks to 20 dude. Yep, sure, add to the list. Bitcoin, 40 less than 42 minutes till your daily candle close. If you're enjoying the live stream, that like button, that bell, that sub. There you go. Based on how equitable the trade is, one could have a looser stop if they wanted on this. That was really tight. But again, tight for strategic reasons, because I don't think you want anything to do with this asset. If it tests the 786 once, then twice, and then fails, and it breaks a critical ice line that could take it almost worthless, why would you want anything to do with ENZC below 25 cents? You wouldn't. So that's why the stop is that tight. Theta chart, yep, theta, so strong. We looked at T-Fuel, now we're gonna look at theta, I think. Yeah, theta, up 8% today, beautiful, my God, it's incredible. The trade setups that just kept giving, man, look at that, bull pull, bull flag stuff. Incredible, dude, I mean, just $10, target. Forget the measure move. It's like $10 is the target. Look, it's one of those, man. Remember, we talk about these patterns, these potential butterfly, deep crabs, where they X to A, and then they get those deep retraces, those 786, 886 retraces, then slightly higher lows. They can be just 886 is fine. These are so powerful, man. Like 1618, that is the target. I mean, right there. Like 922, but this is theta, an outperformer. Been killing it, man. It's the dragon. It's the symmetrical triangle, right? So much bullishness. So hits that 1618, maybe gets a reaction, but you think psychologically it could go to $10 next, man. It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And look, man, the local hidden bullish divergence, right? Yeah, manifested into what? A continuation to the upside. TA respected. Boom. All right. Bruh. Jeffrey Yoon. So there you go. So strong. Next one. Don't know what pair you want. It's literally like it could be anything. I guess I'll do the US dollar because why not? There's just like almost nothing you can do requesting this asset, right? I mean, the time to be requesting was down here in early February, late February. That was it, dude. Like that was your last chance for it to start marking up. Even here, a back test of the old resistance as support. I don't know why that's off. It's off a little bit. Still the back test, right? That was huge. March 16th, confirmation of market participants that what was once resistance is support. So we continue on, continuing on, man. From the high to low. Why is it off, man? I think it's like probably one of those. It's weird. From this high to low, the 3618 fib extension is upon you. There's no bearish divergence. I mean, it's like bullish convergence. It's almost a double top on the histogram. So you think 4.2 cents, and then the 4236 is 4.9 cents. Sure, could go there. You're in Rudy Poo land now, man. Right? I don't know what to tell you. Like that's Nice bullish pin bar, bullish hammer engulfing. Wow, you know, those were the times to be like requesting it on stream. At this point, it's like I can just look at the extensions and price discovery, and sorry, I mean, don't feel like bad about it. What do you want me to do? There was, in the end, kind of, it ended up being hidden bullish divergence. I think it was just too, yeah, it was probably not going to be that easy to see hidden divergence there, but it was just really simply that back test that was so strong on this one. The next one is, oh, looks absolutely really good. Wow, man, are you kidding me? SXP. Looks amazing. A major uptrend. We've had success with this one before. Remember that time of the Wyckoff accumulation area? It was at low risk, the lowest risk, backtesting spring. And the composite operator, I guess, you know, got it on the trade. So it's time. It's time to run this thing to crazy levels, and here we are. So you're like, is that a couple handle? I mean, not really yet. Maybe, but I would think locally it's more like that cup with handle. It's not really that smooth, rounded action, but man, that handle's looking like it. And if it breaks 378, it's off, man. It's gonna be off to test all-time highs, which it's crazy, right? This thing isn't at all-time highs. That's the next run, though. That's where the next markup would be. Okay, I would think probably. You break 378, you probably get a $483 to $5. So you think about it like this, okay? We just kind of nuanced thinking here. Right, you're cupping, you're handling, right, cup with Hendelman, and the measured move would take you higher than all-time highs, right? Okay, SXP looking kind of like a snack in a very, very strong uptrend. It's been doing nothing, man, since mid-February, like a lot of altcoins, but this is a really nice structural development that is, how long has it been in development? We're talking a month large pattern, potential pattern, right? Flip the chart over. Holy crap, it's terrible, dude, right? It's so bad. The buyers hit this ice line and they rallied and there were just no demand, and so it's just selling off again. Dang, man. Nice one. Nice identification. Nice request. Now this one would be like almost at this point, you know, kind of tougher because it's kind of really been playing out, and you couldn't take profit at 483 if you played it like this. But you could, if you one just had to stop below that potential handle, like being really, really kind of loose on it, entry like now near the breakout. Like one would have to take profit at the 100% measure move and no lower, because we know 483 to $5 could very well reverse violently there, for sure. But that is a way maybe one could size it up. At the same time, like one could not be strategic and just, you know, have it below that little high from the 14th right there, and you could have a much greater reward risk. But you could just right here, and it's still below the peaks from February 11th and 13th. Just below that, because maybe it goes for a back test or something. But you see what I'm saying, kind of how maybe one could size it up. Really hard to say with how these altcoins are going to respond if Bitcoin does reverse based on the daily bearish divergence and the 4-hour hidden bearish divergence, right? So yeah, nice looking structure there. Okay, and the trend is your friend, definitely in this one.
Please could you look at Snickjuiced on the 4 hours? Bat or failed bat? Starting 28th February, Mitch.
So Mitch Ray fan club. Oh, thank you, dude. Yep. Hey, Mark H, thanks so much for joining the Patreon just now. Please be sure to sync up your Patreon to the Discord. You have to. Okay, it has to happen. Otherwise, you're not going to get the value. It's like Why would you join if you're not going to join the Discord? I'm telling you, dude. You do not join the Patreon unless you are willing to also join the Discord and get in the premium Discord, which you gain access to when you join the Patreon. So remember, Patreon is like a glorified payment processor for us. So we don't really utilize it that much. We use the Discord though. It's incredible. So ask almost all 1,300 patrons. They'll tell you, yes, the value's in the Discord. Not so much Patreon site. Okay? And hopefully, like, you know, people that are in the Patreon right now just heard that for the first time ever. I don't know how. And are like, oh, I need to get the Discord then. Good one, AP. On this one, SXP. Alright, next one. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Just kidding. Oh, I know why you're asking for it. Wow, this one played out brilliantly. Wow, man. I don't know the last time I looked at this one, dude, but remember that time?
Translate Bio's attempts to treat underlying cause of cystic fibrosis, and they failed.
They failed, dude. You had one job, right?
Trial, no changes in symptoms.
Get wrecked. Translating to failure. Bio. Thank you, man. So PBR, dude. Potential 3 Rising Valleys, maybe? Eventually. Oops. Let me make sure that's visible. This is a cyber. So the daily looks. Yeah, dude, I like it. 1 Valley, 2, 3 maybe. Gap down. Energy today got wrecked, right? I mean, it's just a macro thing. So yeah, you're probably like, hey, I think I see a maybe a alternate bat pattern, continuation, alternate bat, maybe. Yep, that's an alternate bat. Absolutely alternate bat. But it starts at the 886, but it could go lower. Nothing implying upside here. So this thing could go all the way down to a 113% retrace, and that would be the lowest point. You wouldn't want it to go any lower than that, but that is like, it could go there if energy keeps getting wrecked. But at the same time, the 886 is the beginning of the pattern, the minimum criteria. So it could very well reverse here, but you're just getting a reaction low at this level, which is amazing. You gotta love that, but a reaction low is normally not good enough. You need to see confirmation low where it rallies, hits a resistance, and then sells off again and double bottoms here or something. Creates an inverse head and shoulders. So yeah, you're at possible value areas, at least from the previous low from October of last year. But how wonderful this one's been playing out. I don't know, I haven't looked at it in so long. It was perfect, dude. Literally perfect. You got a reaction. You didn't give much of a confirmation low, did you? So you think, I mean, remember like Bitcoin this summer, it was 60 minutes, it was like 3 rising valleys, and the bridge between the second and third valley was the bullish Gartley. So, I mean, this could be very similar. Just sucks you don't have much help on the daily at all. If anything, you might just be showing hidden bearish divergence soon if you don't catch many bids. And you got to get back above 915 and 1025. I think it's extremely important zone of support resistance. Very important. Right there. You got to get back. You get back above that, I think you got a real good chance of eventually seeing 1780 to 1961. But until then, you got some work to do, okay? So that's the zone to watch. Yeah, you could be in an area that you get some more bids. Just depends on the macro. Okay. Wow. Liquid Metal Group. There was a better time to look at this. Maybe we did already. I loved the valleys down here. I loved the accumulation. I loved the back test of the spring right here, early March, and it's blown up and it's already dumped hard. So could couldn't break 368, couldn't break 428. I mean, there's certainly areas where a pullback reversal could occur, and people had limit sells there, right? Profit taking, as you can see, right? I mean, this is a critical area right there and there. That's it. 374.28 is insane. You break that, you could go absolutely nuts, but you haven't. All you did was go from the bottom of the range straight to the top and reversed. So eventually, what you're just hoping it could just make a higher low than the previous low before to 176, and then it will pivot and rally again to test that 374.28 area again. So you do have technically what would be considered a dark cloud cover reversal candle, bearish reversal, where you have a nice green candle on the first. There's two Japanese candlestick pattern. First candle is a big green candle like we're seeing. The second candle is specifically where the asset opens the next day higher than where the close was. That's textbook. You can see it right where that open candle was versus the close. And then it pierces through at least 50% to 65% of the previous candle. It's done that. So that's a bearish reversal, dark cloud cover. So we'll see how that goes. What just happened? What's up, E-Turn?
The value is in the Discord. Nice community. We are here to help.
Thank you for the 50, dude. Thank you, man.
The
It is.
wages
Value
of
is
sin
there.
is death, but the gift of God is eternal life through Christ Jesus. Would you look at stock symbol NATTIME?
Yep. NAT that got hit because, I mean, it's in that sector, man. The whole sector of energy got hit really hard, man. Happens. Thank you. Cam was like, Japanese candlestick, rise 3 methods in the 4 hour. Yeah, no, rise 3 methods always going to be, you probably only want to play those on the daily, weekly, monthly, 4 hour, you know, I mean, whatever. But yeah, it looked okay, and then what happened? It's not about the pattern completing itself, it is about the follow the price action after the pattern completes itself, right? And it was a bearish engulfing, which that's all you need to know. What's up, Make Dust? Thanks, Mitch. Changed my life. Back to Patreon. April Fools. Let's go. Well, welcome back on the first, man. Thank you for the merchandise purchase. Supporting the stream. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here, everyone. Got a few people here. 1,300, 574 likes. Alright, cool. Story, bro. And this is just numbers are gonna keep dwindling until Bitcoins are doing something insane again. How it always is, man. SNX, been here before. Oh yeah, maybe some daily bullish divergences going on. Wow, that's pretty rare. We haven't seen that lately. Maybe okay, so maybe bullish divergence, maybe a mini harmonic on the 4 hour. Oh yeah, dude, this is like GRT. Oh my god, this is like GRT. Yep, this one's looking actually really good, dude. Oh man, it's a 50% retrace, so you'd have to go to the 886. Oh, it's so close. It's just not there yet. Crap. So you gotta go a little bit lower.
Take a look at Alamos Gold. AGI.
An alert right there.
Thanks.
What's up, Ned? Thanks, dude. Man, try. I'll give it a chance. Or give it a shot. Right, 886, man. That's a bullish bat pattern because of 50% retrace on B. So yeah, though, man, when you got daily classic bullish divergence and now you're showing this harmonic and a really strong uptrend, and clearly the sellers attempted really hard to push this price lower, and now this is forming. SNX and GRT, add them to your watch list. SNX looks amazing because it's just so, I haven't seen many assets, have you, in crypto? How can they? With these exceptional higher highs, higher lows they've been showing, how can it show classic bullish divergence. Well, somehow, some way, SNX like making a low, making a discernible rally, and then a discernible peak, you know, different histogram island, and the same low or right around the same low with much lower levels of negative momentum. This is a rarity. So it didn't quite hit the pattern completion zone yet, and it didn't hit the demand line of the ascending broadening wedge, right? As you can see, that started its development on January 9th, right? So there might be a little bit of selling left, but it's starting to look really nice on the daily. I mean, it's so good that you can actually see this harmonic on the daily. Wow. SNX. Don't sleep on it. I've got an alert set up. If we ever hit near the PCZ for real, we'll hear it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, I think only on the 4 hour you have a little bit of hidden bearish divergence going on, where you made this high and the lower high with higher levels. So impending price action continuation, which is exactly what we'd want and covet in this situation. Give me that continuation that's slightly lower, that gets us near that demand line, gets us at the PCZ. That would meet the criteria of the pattern we want, all right? All right. Nat down 3.63%. Okay, whatever. Up and down, up and down. Yeah, it's bearish convergence. The daily doesn't really look that great, does it, right now? But at the same time, it's making higher highs than the previous high, and it is technically making higher lows than the previous low. So that is wonderful. That's exceptional. So you keep that up. It could keep going, but here's the problem. I'm a little worried about this now. I mean, the fact that we're like double topping at the 200-day moving average, regarding it as resistance, getting rejected at it, that's normally really bad. You don't want to see that. But you know, in the end, it's like, look at this low from 2018, 2019, and then you look at the COVID crash low that's higher than those lows, and then you look at this double bottom confirmation lows that are higher than the previous lows before it. I mean, that is uptrending, higher highs too. So I mean, this is a position trade. This is like a long-term hold where, you know, you don't want to mess with it below $3 probably because of where it could go, but it's well above that. And reinvested dividends, 11% dividends. It used to be 14%. So yeah, man, gotta have a little conviction on this. I hate the 200 moving average being rejected, but I do love the higher lows. I love the back test of $3 confirmation. Could be a lot better, but yep. AGI. I think there's probably, I mean, there could be a lot better. I think it's all much lower and you get a lot better value out of it. I mean, it's nice to see that it's, you know, somehow making higher lows. Not much. Hasn't made higher highs very much, has it? Right, it couldn't break that. You break 1042, that's when you know it's going to probably go nuts, man. So right there. Like, if it ever breaks 1042, it's going to go to 1481 most likely. So, do I see anything? There's some daily bullish divergence. It's already played out. I mean, it's already played out, and it's already turning into like hidden bearish divergence. So, I mean, I like it. It's like a nice impulse up and down sloping consolidation. It's very methodical. That's cool. Like this. You could almost try to say it's a wedge of some sort. Let's plot it that way and see what happens. It's almost like a falling wedge, isn't it? Yeah. Well, what did it bounce off? I guess it bounced off that high from 2019. Not really. I mean, congestion area. Oh, the peak from 2015. So it is support. So I guess anything above 760 is fine. Maybe you back test it and hold, but it's tied to gold. So we know about gold. Anything below that 1800 area is really sketchy, right? Because based on every time in history, no matter what, it's eventually made it to like 1500, 1550 if it falls below 1800 or whatever. So even we adjust here, right, the new data, got a long way to go before it breaks out, and it's not really that deep of a retrace, right? It's like a 50%. Yeah, 50% retrace. Yeah, there could probably, I mean, you hold 760, you back test it, that's where it could start marking up and see $9, $10 again. But if it falls below 760, chances are in time it's going to go to $6. So, like, you had an edge, somewhat of an edge, but it's played out, literally played out, and is already turning into hidden bearish divergence. So, classic bullish divergence is now hidden bearish divergence. But 760 is critical, it holds that. I think you could be in good shape. You could back test it, hold it, and then run to test new highs again, the same highs that it had been in. Okay, so that's it, man. It's okay. A lot of different support resistances. Yeah, just end up making a higher low than your previous lows, which should be easy, and it'll just keep doing that. It'll keep running. But dude, 1042 on this one is the big one. You break 1042, huge markup could happen very, very fast based on historical price action between 1042 and 1481. All right, kind of bull flagging, or not flagging, but wedging, bull wedge, falling wedge. Okay, Ned. All right, chat. That's it, man. Those are requests. I've been live for an hour 41 minutes. You know, man. Big one's hanging on with 15 minutes till the close. Hidden bearish divergence is still developing on the 4-hour. It has not yet completely played out. You're just back testing February 21st high, all-time high, as resistance so far, and you're not breaking back above it. I don't like back tests with hidden bearish divergence on the 4-hour with daily classic bullish bearish divergence. I don't think those combination of variables aren't that great, man. But on the daily, as you can see, it's doing something different. It's not right. It's not testing it as resistance. It's testing it as support. But again, that's fully developed bearish divergence. I mean, it doesn't get much more primed than this before the move happens, right? The market participants do what they're going to do. All right, man. So there's one more stream tonight, but it's not really your normal request stream. I don't do requests on that stream, but I do hang out with people that support this community, the patrons. So that'll be going on at 11 p.m. this evening. So if you're a new patron, check it out. Get in the voice chat 30 minutes before the live stream, Patreon voice chat, and we just shoot the S. We just hang out, you know. So pray that the bearish variables get violated, because they're certainly there. The bearish variables on Bitcoin and Ethereum are really apparent. They're evident. They're there, man. Potential head and shoulders at the pattern completion zone of a bearish cipher pattern with hidden bearish divergence at the PCC on the daily. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that for a reversal to the downside. And it may be a very weak, underperforming sell-off. Library chat. Library. Let's go to so illiquid. I can't even believe how illiquid it is. Did you see that? Goes up, sees 24.5 cents, then pulls back. But regardless, man, it's gonna be like that. I don't care. It just looks good, and the target's 31.6 cents, and then eventually 37 cents after that if this plays out. All right, library coin. I'm at another alert above that. Okay, crazy, dude. Crazy stuff.
Thanks for the stream, Mitch, and everything you do. Too bad it will be too late for me for the other stream tonight. Great community, smiley face.
Thank you, Alex, for the €7 super chat. Glad you're getting value out of it, enjoying it. Thank you. Yeah, this is where, like, you don't have to go short, but one could take profit from, remember the longs down here, the low risk areas? This is where one's like, okay, one wants to protect the money they made on the way up. It took a minute. All right, that's how one can do it. That's how they can apply traditional technical analysis.
Don't let the haters get to you. You taking your time to protect our portfolios is very much appreciated.
Coon Crusher, thanks for the $50 super chat. Change your name. All right, thanks. All right, so that's all I'm telling you, man. Is just be aware of the bearish variables that are presenting themselves there. It is, again, of this whole cycle, this is the most bearish it's ever been. I'm saying the bearish there have not ever been this many bearish variables going on at one singular time in this uptrend. Okay, so that's real. So let's see how it plays out, if it does at all. I want it to get violated, of course. I want the TA to be disrespected. We go to $100,000 in a second, but again, that's just not how these things work. Protect yourself, just in case. But hey, you break 180 or 1872, 1900, you're violating the pattern. It could very well go to 2500 eventually. All right. These are check marks, or these are flagpoles, man. These are like what are they? Checkpoints. Checkpoints in the market where it's like if this doesn't play out and gets invalidated, then that's like a huge markup's going to happen, most likely. But if it does play out, then you're going to get a pullback. You're going to sell off, and it could hit the measured move of the pattern, depending on how severe this is, if this is an actual trend reversal or not. But if it's not, it just goes and makes higher lows than the previous lows, and then runs again. Pivot, like, shows bullish variables. And then the bullish variables play out, and it goes to all-time highs. So, that's it, man. All right, man, less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes, man. Hidden bearish divergence. Let's get back above that 58,350 area or below it. Okay. Hidden bearish divergence. All right. So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Been a good stream, I think. And we found some actual promising ones. But just be wary that it is not. I know that Bitcoin and Ethereum and all them, they could run up to all-time highs very soon, of course. But I'm just telling you, if you care about reading charts, it is certainly not a strategic time to be taking a long right now. To be taking a fresh new long, that's crazy on the ones that showing these variables. So hopefully that's the message I got across. We'll see what happens. Until next time, respect the TA.
light in the lotus. Inside of me there's a roar.
Oh, hey, Grant, man, I just saw that. What's up, dude? You still there? What's up? Thanks for the $25 super chat.
This record has a message to young people. This record is a message to young people. People under the age of 25, and certainly to people under the age of 40. This record is a message to young people, to people under the age of 25, and certainly to people under the age of 40.
that a joint?
New day in the morning. Oh my god, man.
This record is a message
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.